Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikki here, and today I've got a really quick and easy project for you. And if you have been following my channel for a while, you will know I love to find all the ways possible to make the most out of magazines. They're not cheap to buy, and once you've cut out the pretty pictures that you want to use, often a lot of it goes in the bin. But I got my stamps out and I have made some tags using magazine pages. Now, I do prefer to use matte magazine paper rather than the full glossy ones, because it's not as nice to write on. But if you only have a glossy magazine at home, well, too bad. You can still use it. I just prefer to use matte magazines. And it just so happens that 3 of my favorite magazines that I love to use all have the majority of are done in matte paper. So I love Breathe. It's one of my favorites. As you can see, this one's been well used. Absolutely adore Daphne's Diary. And Frankie is another one. So they all have this sort of matte paper, which makes for great stamping. And then they're really easy to write on, or you can of course stamp on them too. Now, if you just have a look, I've got all sorts of different ones here. And I also have not only used black ink, I got out some of my other inks and had a bit of a play and experimented with some different colors. So, of course, this way you can actually customize them to a particular journal. You know, if you have a theme or a color going, if you have a stamp pad that matches, you can make gorgeous little tags for that. So what I've done, this one here is sort of a neutral desert. It's called Desert Sand. It's sort of a very neutral color. I've done plain white ones, but then I've also done things like this one here. If you have a look, I don't know if it'll pick it up on the camera, but there was actually a little bit of wood grain on the paper. So I've made a label out of that. And some of them I have also half stamped them with a little bit of color or a pattern. And then the rest is just white. This is a beautiful plummy coppery color. And if you can see, I've actually stamped it to include a little bit of bits that were actually printed on the page. This is another great example. It had a floral border. I don't know, oh, it doesn't matter which way it goes. And then the thing has some lines on it, this particular stamp. So again, I've just used that little bit of coloured border. Then I have even used some words. That one, this one here is very hard to see, but it's actually a beautiful metallic silver. Tried that one out. This one here has a tiniest bit of pale pink on it. This one, a little bit of teal. This one is fully coloured, but it was sort of blotchy. I loved the look of that one. I've got a little bit of timber on some, and then I did them in different styles. So, you know, some down the bottom, a bit of colour on the side. This one here is just, it's just sort of, it looks like it has texture, but it actually doesn't, obviously. It's just printed. Same here. This one, I've got this tiny little hint of pink there. This one here, I thought would be great, like a vintage style, because it's sort of quite dark and like coffee coloured. Then I used this copper colour with this little bit of teal that was on the page, which I thought was great. This one here, again, I've used a little bit of colour and a little bit of plain. This one here, I managed to grab just that tiny little bit of plant life that was printed on the page. This one here is all coloured, but still quite light, so great for writing on. And then this one here even has some words on it and a bit of colour. So, like, it's so easy to do and it's so much fun. All you need is some stamp sets. Now, I scored this one off a D-Stash, one of my Facebook groups. I don't even know which one, but it's got all sorts of fabulous things with lines, which is great for writing. And then I also got this one here from AliExpress. and it just has such a great variety of labels. And of course, you'll need some stamp blocks if these are the sort of stamps you have, and some inks. Now, of course, this is my favorite ink. I love this archival ink, but I did decide to get some colors out, and these are my favorite when it comes to colored inks. Both of these just do such a good job. So look, it's really easy to do. All you have to do, if you just want a heap of black and white ones, which is the most standard thing, most magazine pages. See, now this one here has lots of printed material, but look, there's one with lines you could use. You can do printed, like here's plenty of what, this is actually an off-white, so that would be great. Oh, and look at, see this pretty little border they've got on here. There's no reason why you can't put part of that on your stamp. Just use up all, see, lovely crisp white ones. Like, you can never have enough labels. They're a great layering piece. And it's just a matter of going through your magazines and going to town. So on a cold, wet day, or when you want to do something creative, but you just can't decide what to do, make yourself a heap of labels, because you can never have enough of those. Just one thing, when you find somewhere you like, for example, let's say you want to do this one, just one hint though, always check what's on the other side. I did one of these, and then when I flipped it over, I was really disappointed because I actually loved the picture that was on the other side. So that's just a little hint. Check the other side. As long as you don't love what you see, then go ahead and make some stamps. And that way, before you throw your magazines out, there's something else that you can make with them. So happy creating. Quick, easy video. I really don't think I need to show you how to, actually stamp on them. I think you can figure that one out for yourself. The other thing is, if you don't have any stamps, you can just cut out some rectangles and use a thick black marker to draw around the edge. That's another way of doing it. But honestly, if you invest in one set of label stamps, you will be able to use them for years and make a never-ending supply of labels. Also great, if you're doing happy mail swaps and things like that, you can create a heap of goodies to send to someone at absolutely no cost. So there you go, another great way to use up your magazines. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber to my channel and are interested in paper crafting ideas or paper planning, then this is a channel for you. So I would love it if you would subscribe and join the family. So until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and take care. Bye for now.